If you're a young man and you eat this diet, then your energy, skin, testosterone, physique will all be so much better. Being tired all the time and fat is not how you were supposed to be. And that is why your diet is so important. In this video, I'm going to go over what is the most important diet that we can have as young men, why it is so important that we have this diet, and how you can start having this diet today. So when we are trying to build the perfect diet for ourselves to optimize all metrics of life, what is most important? Number one is that we are eating clean foods. By clean foods, I specifically mean clean as in very, very little ingredients and not processed. So this automatically excludes 80% of all of the foods in America. So because 70% of the American food supply is ultra processed or processed foods. Pop it up on screen. It's insane. And 70% of Americans are overweight or obese. There's some correlation there. Think about it for a second. So absolutely no processed foods, clean foods, 1, 2, 3 ingredients max. Number two, this goes with the last one. Absolutely no processed foods, no artificial sugar, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, and no seed oils. No seed oils. If you don't know what a seed oil is an industrially processed oil that has been ran through, superheated, deodorized, bleached, add hexane, crazy chemicals, put it on a plastic container, and they do this to optimize shelf life and cooking. We don't want this. We don't want these oils. We don't want this fake shit. We don't want anything artificial, no artificial sugars, any of that. Absolutely none of that. That is so unideal. It will make you fat, tired, sick, lazy, and it's just a nightmare. We want to stick to low 1 ingredient foods. And the next one is organic. We want to be eating organic everything, because if it is not organic, then it has been sprayed with pesticides and chemicals. Even today, if it's not organic just means less. Organic just means less pesticides and chemicals. So it would be absolutely ideal if we could buy our fruits and our vegetables from a farm that did none of this, or we grew ourselves. But almost all of us have to rely on grocery stores and the food system. So buy organic to limit your pesticide consumption. And the last most important thing, what is most important, is that we get enough protein, right? We want to make sure we are eating our body weight in protein, and we are having enough carbs and plenty of fats to support our hormones. So those are the key principles of what is most important when it comes to our diets. Now, what is the actual food that we should be eating? So I'm going to break the actual food that we should be having into the macros. So the proteins we should have, the carbs we should have, the fats we should have, and the drinks that we should have. So number one, protein. What kind of protein should we be eating? Well, majority of our protein should come from beef, red meat, steak, ground beef, liver, organs. I know that sounds crazy. Organs. Yes, organs. Organs are, fun fact is that liver is an organ, and it is the most nutrient dense food on the planet. I had some liver yesterday. It tasted terrible, but I felt a difference. Honestly, it was after the gym, and usually after the gym, I'm like, my energy isn't the highest that it is all day, but I actually felt really good. I felt wired after the gym. It was awesome because I had some liver. So grass-fed beef. We want to make sure that the beef is grass-fed and not grain-fed, corn and soy grain-fed, because when the beef is grain-fed, that is not how cows are supposed to be eating. Cows are supposed to be grazing on a pasture, eating grass. I'll pop up a picture on screen of a cow that ate grain, corn, and soy, the steak, what it looks like. And here is a grass-fed steak. You can see the coloring difference. The grain one is white and the grass-fed one is yellow. it's pretty obvious that we should be having some high quality meat here. And we want to make sure that our meat that we're getting is not injected with any kind of crazy vaccines or injections or steroids or anything insane, because the reality of it is that these cows in America are treated so bad that they are on the verge of death when they are slaughtered. I know that sounds insane, but these cows have to, they inject it with steroids to make it more profitable, vaccines, so the cow isn't dying early because they treat it so bad, and the feed that they give the cows is so shit. So we want to be buying, it might honestly be cheaper to do this too. We want to be buying our meat from the Amish. Our family buys half of a cow from the Amish twice per year. And yeah, it can be a little pricey. It's around $1,000 for half of a cow. But what are you getting? You are getting insanely high quality meat, grass-fed, grass-finished meat. You are getting a shit ton of it. You are probably, I don't know how many pounds a half a cow is of meat, but it is a lot. It can easily last you half a year, and it will make you so healthy if you can get half of a cow of beef. I know I went kind of off on a tangent about beef, but beef is the foundation. Imagine a triangle with beef, eggs, and meat being the foundation, right? So the next one is eggs. Eggs are like the third most nutrient dense food on the planet. So, and eggs are high in cholesterol, which we need for testosterone, because cholesterol is the precursor to testosterone. So we need cholesterol. And now, quality for the eggs. We need our eggs to be pasture raised. Pop up a picture on screen of a farm raised egg that was eating corn and soy, not in a pasture. And here's a pasture raised organic egg. Look at the color difference. The pasture raised egg was way more healthier. This chicken was way healthier. So pasture raised eggs, that's also in the foundation, the building blocks of the diet. Imagine a triangle: foundation, meat, eggs, chicken, and salmon. But we want to be careful with our chicken, because we want to have organic chicken. Chicken is like not really ideal, because this is what chickens looked like 100 years ago, and this is what chickens look like now. Chickens have, like, it's been modified to have more meat, and like chicken is fine, but have it in moderation. Beef is king. Beef and eggs are king. So we have this foundation triangle. This is what we want our foundation to be: meat. Okay, so that is the foundation, meat. And real quick, last one, salmon. Salmon has been shown to actually be, farm-raised salmon has actually been shown to be one of the most toxic foods that you can eat. So, but salmon is good, just not farm-raised, because it's like they're grown in like weird tanks, fed weird food. So we want to make sure our salmon is wild caught. If it is wild caught, then it is okay. Salmon is great if it is wild caught. Now, moving on, carbs. What carbs should we be having? Imagine we have the pyramid. Meat is the foundation, and then a little less of what we should be eating is the carbs. So carbs, fruit, like spam fruit. Fruit is amazing. Literally any kind of fruit is amazing for you. Make sure it is organic. As I mentioned earlier, we don't want pesticides and chemicals in our fruit and in our gut. We want organic, right? So literally any fruit is amazing. Some of my favorite fruits are watermelon, is great for hydration, pineapple, like, bro, all of the fruits are great. So what else? What other carbs? Potatoes and sweet potatoes, I think, are amazing. Make sure they're organic. Sweet potatoes taste great. They have a good amount of carbs and a good amount of calories. Sweet potatoes, I would have some of those. White rice. White rice is great if it is organic. It will give you some high quality carbs, some fast acting digestible carbs. Next one is sourdough. Now you have to be very careful with this one because pop up a picture on screen of like Walmart grocery store sourdough packed full of shit ingredients. So we want to be getting our sourdough. I don't really know. I've never even got sourdough in the United States, but this is something I have to figure out where to get this. Maybe buy it from like a baker, like some kind of baker that cooks it with very few ingredients, like 3 ingredients, like wheat, yeast, whatever is in sourdough. Sourdough is the only bread that you should be having. Honestly, I would avoid it because you can go wrong. So only get sourdough if you know what is in it. The next one is honey. Honey is fast digesting carbs, good for you. Honey has all kinds of nutrients. Pop up picture on screen. I think honey is great. It's not too high in sugar. I've never got acne from it. I've never felt bad from honey. Honey is awesome. So, and that's it. Literally, those are the only carbs that you should be having. Very few carbs, but you can have a ton of them. Like I have a ton of fruit every single day. I have a good amount of rice and I feel great. Next up is fats. The best fats that you can have are from beef and eggs. Those are the best fats. Avocado. Avocado is a great source of fats. We want to make sure it is organic and it is a high quality avocado. Avocado is high in nutrients. It is a fruit and it is great. Have some more avocado. Olive oil and avocado oil plus coconut oil. These oils are great. They are not seed oils, but they can be ran through. So make sure you're getting extra virgin, unprocessed, unrefined oils. The last fat on the list is butter, but we need to be careful with butter because we want to make sure it is grass-fed butter. And we want to make sure they're not adding seed oils. Pop up a picture on screen of butter with seed oils. That's how they get you. So you have to be very careful with butter. Most butter that you'll find will be pasteurized cream, which is unideal, of course. Now, moving on, drinks. What drinks should we be having? Well, you can probably guess. What drinks do you think go with this diet? Think about it for a second. Well, it is going to be natural drinks. We are not going to be having soda. We are not going to be having energy drinks. We are not going to be having any kind of pasteurized milk that has been ran through. We're not going to have any sugary processed smoothies. We're not going to have any sugary juice with added shit. This is what we are going to be having. We're going to be having water. Coconuts are a great drink. Electrolytes and coffee. Now, break each one down. Filtered water. Number 1, RO water, reverse osmosis water. Now, reverse osmosis is a type of filtration system that removes 99.9% of toxins, chemicals, and heavy metals. The U.S. tap water supply is full of heavy metals, toxins, chemicals, hormones. It is a nightmare. Now, we want to be removing these with something called a reverse osmosis filter. Here's one for the countertop. Here's one for under the sink. They are relatively affordable, around $300 to $1,000. I would invest in your health and get one of these because there's no way you can avoid this. Even if you're buying like bottled plastic water, that is just bottled tap water. And you're getting all kinds of shit in that water, including plastic. So microplastics. So have filtered reverse osmosis water. The next one is coconuts. Coconuts, organic, are a great thing for hydration. They have magnesium, potassium, and some sodium in there. And it's just sick to drink out of a coconut. Like you have this coconut and you're just drinking out of it. It's awesome. So have more coconuts. Next one is electrolytes. We want to be having sodium, salt in our water because sodium will hydrate us. People don't have enough salt. They don't put enough salt on their food. And when we have enough salt, around 2 to 3 grams per day, then we will be very hydrated and we will feel our best. Salt is actually good for us. Don't listen to what the government tells you, what the media says. Salt is great. And the last one on the list is coffee, organic coffee. Ideally not made in like a plastic coffee machine, so we're not getting microplastics, but coffee is great because it has caffeine. It will give you energy, and coffee has a ton of benefits, like brain benefits, metabolism benefits, but coffee is great. And we want to make sure we're not adding any kind of crazy like creamers, pasteurized milk, sugary stuff. We want to ideally be having black coffee. Add some honey into your coffee, put some butter into your coffee, maybe some dark chocolate into your coffee a little bit, because dark chocolate is healthy as long as it's not processed. And yeah, that coffee will taste amazing. It will be better than anything you get from Starbucks by a mile. So try that actually. Have some coffee, put what I said in there, and it will be awesome. Have that before your workout. Don't have it after 12 p.m. because then it will affect your sleep. But yeah, so that is everything. That is the optimal human diet right there. All of the foods I just listed are the foods that we should be eating as men, as people, as human beings. We have come so far away from the basics. We've come so far away from a natural lifestyle. We're eating these foods, and I'm trying to bring that back. I'm trying to help people out. I'm trying to get people healthy again, get people eating this natural way again. So if you want to learn more about having a natural, healthy lifestyle where you have tons of energy, your testosterone is high, you have muscle, you have no brain fog, your skin is clear, then go follow my channel. On my channel, I have loads of videos explaining health that will help you out. So I hope you got value out of this video. I hope you're going to apply this diet into your life. If you do, you will see immense changes and it will be awesome for you. So I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.